Gemini, for you in the month of February, I'm hearing life gets real. And that's a good thing because it's like, yes, I feel some of you need this, but let's take a look at what's going on for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Gemini, wherever your placement is on your natal chart for the sign of Gemini. All right, you guys, overall in general, your card that came out for the month is the Queen of Wands. This is being very mystical for some of you, actually tapping into your mind, your body, your spirit, so that you can connect directly to source. Having the ability to charm people, to use every talent, every skill you have to make changes in your life that are very, very good. So life is going to get real because you become this powerful Queen of Wands. That beautiful magnetic energy is going to start bringing abundance in. It's going to start bringing people in, and it's going to push people out that don't no longer need to be there. Now, this isn't because of anything special other than you have grown as a person, and there's nothing puts us into a new place of growth than changes in our life, right? Then extreme changes, and clearly that's what we're seeing no matter where you live in the world. So Gemini, this is very powerful, and I feel for some of you, you have gone through a lot. We have the Eight of Swords here, and this is what I'm talking about, where you may have been feeling like you were in a mental prison, unable to make decisions, unable to see things in a way where you could find a way out. But that is what's changing starting in the month of February, and you may have already started to do that in the month of January. But I feel for a lot of you, February is where you're taking more action. Some of you are just getting free from the like I said, the people, the situations that really were negative. They were holding you back. They were repressing you. And you recognize it because you've done personal work. You've done growth. Some of you have done your own shadow work, and bravo, because those are the fears right there that put us in this chain, this eight of chain. That is what it's like, right? It's like a mental chain. The Eight of Swords energy. You may have been withdrawn for a while for some of our Geminis, but yet there's this beautiful blossoming out where you are stepping out. Some of you are going to step on stage, meaning you're going to be the leader. You're going to be the one that leads the group. You're going to be the one that takes the action to create communities, to create organizations, groups. You may even find yourself leading the family role if you have a family, but it is absolutely very powerful. But yet on the flip side, it's also very endearing. So this is a perfect balance of you using both your logic and your emotion, this empathy, non-empathy aspect of the divine masculine, the divine feminine within, coming into a place of fitting the two of them together. And that's when we connect. And that's what I feel is going on, or that's what you've been through, and that's where you are right now, or you're headed that direction. Just feeling this sense of freedom, all right? This beautiful sovereignty of self, of the spiritual freedom that you have by knowing who you are, your conscious mind, your unconscious mind. Follow me on Rising Through Ascension. That is on a different channel, Substack, and then my podcast will be starting on the 28th. Where we're going to go in deep. I'll keep this channel for your guys' guided message and tarot. And then I may post a podcast here, but you'll know. I'll announce it on this channel. There's just a lot of expectation for some of you, where you were going through a lot of expectations, and I feel that you have people coming in that are going to support you now. They're going to see the vision that you have. They're going to see or feel what you've been going through, where there may have been a lot of weight on your shoulders. Now we're going to take a look at your foundation. That's your home, that's your finances, that's your health, everything like that. Then we're going to move into family and friends, and then we're going to look at a little dab on romance, and I'll do full readings on romance in my YouTube membership. But we'll do the guided message at the end. All right, when it comes to your foundation, we have the Five of Cups, and that's not surprising. All right, the Five of Cups is when we lose something that we put our effort into, our energy into. We loved it. Cups represent love. Something you love. This may be a job. This may be a person that you were in a relationship with. This may be anything where you live, anything. But what you don't see, or you are going to in the month of February, you don't recognize that there is the Two of Cups behind you. And that Two of Cups is going to lead you to feeling a life of abundance. All right. This is going to bring new things in for you, but it's getting ready to turn around. Two of Cups in the month of February. How can we deny two is going to be your number for the entire month of February? Don't look for the number two, but when you notice it, it's two. Oh, it's 222. It's $2 and I'm using US $2.22. Whatever it is, there's 222 pages. When you start seeing the repetitive numbers, that's when you say, that's for me. All right, and this is how it works. But if you sit there looking at the clock and it's 221 and you're waiting for it to turn 222, that doesn't count. Okay, so allow the universe to come in, allow yourself to really grow, because you've got a new direction coming in where the sun basically is shining on the back side of you, but it's feeling very dark and gloomy, rain clouds on the front side of you. This has nothing to do with the outside world. This has to do with you and what's going on in your life. Overwhelmed, feeling defeat. All right, some of you are grieving the loss of a loved one as well, and that has put you in a position of feeling stuck. Okay, like stuck, like I want them here. Okay, I don't want them to be wherever they are. You have the Hangman, and this Hangman is talking about you taking a step back, and like, the cards follow what I say, taking a step back and realizing the Two of Cups is right back here. What you lost was for a reason. All right, it is for a reason. Even if it's the people that we love, sometimes they go into a new life, into a new direction, or into a different universe, because it's our time to move into a different level. All right, when the relationships end, and even with our own children, there are reasons why we are separated. If my children did not do what they did, I would be there. I would not be doing this for you. You would have never seen me. You would have never known who I am, because I was very involved in my children's life. Not that I smothered them. I had my own life on the side. I had my own life, but I would have been there to do anything that they needed, always there. So there's this beautiful turning point when people do leave our life, where you are going to see that. For those of you that fits, leave a comment, okay? And just say, I understand. That's your first step in vocally opening up your throat chakra, because I feel your throat chakra is closed. All right. Now for another group of you, I feel that you may be looking at things from a different direction when it comes to how you're creating your finances. You may have some ideas of different things to do. You may have already been trying. If you're trying to do what you did the last 20 years, probably is not going to work out the way that you thought, because everything is changing around us. We communicate online where we used to do it in person. So everything is changing around us, but there's something really beneficial coming through here. If you've been taking an educational course, a certification, some type of class to teach you something, it is going to be really worth it. It is going to be very, very good. And you're going to be able to take that knowledge and start making money. Some of you, I feel, are going to move to a different country. You're going to get a job in a different location, and maybe on one end of where you're at, relocating. But it is going to be, oh, look at that. You got the 10 of Cups. That's what I'm talking about. All right. This new opportunity is going to bring you abundance. You definitely have it en route to you. All of these changes, it's like life is changing for you, but it's changing for the better. So you're releasing over here, you're letting go, you're detaching. Some of you, you are cleansing your body. I feel you are, if you've already cleansed, it's time for you to look at what you're putting in it. You may be lacking in some minerals or vitamins. So look for the supplement to get in there, whether it's a supplement itself or the natural product itself, like, fruits, vegetables, whatever. I feel like it's a mineral though. All right. I feel it's a mineral. Obviously, this is not going to be for everybody. This may be for you. It could be for your partner. It may be for your next door neighbor. Somehow it has to do with our Gemini overall in general, checking your health. All right. Checking your dietary health. Very, very important. And that will help you see the Two of Cups behind you as well. All right. It will. Doing this cleanse, a cleanse of the mind, a cleanse of the body and the spirit, your soul. So it's very powerful energy. Now this 10 of Cups for another group of you is actually, I feel some of you are relocating, like I mentioned a moment ago, but this group of you, you're purchasing something, and this is like your dream home. This is your dream land, your dream location. It may be in a completely different area, and you thought you would never have it. You thought it was never going to come. What I'm seeing is very ranch style. Okay, it's like a modern ranch. How does that look, right? It's quite beautiful actually, but it's white. It has like a wagon wheel out front or something that is round, and it could be part of the fence that's around it. Like here in Spain, some of the fences have half a wagon wheel around it. It goes around. Some of them are small, some are big. When you get more into the countryside, so it's going to vary, but the bottom line is this is a very beautiful, and what I'm hearing is this is something you've always wanted. You may be building it from scratch or just purchasing it. You may even be renting it, but this is what you actually want. So it's getting ready to change the direction of your life. Now, some of you are actually going to get in tune with, again, going back to the minerals, all right? You may be moving into a direction, moving into a new location where the water, the minerals in the ground are going to benefit you tremendously. The water here in different areas, it's all over the place, but there's a lot of medicinal water. And I feel it's throughout all of Europe, but definitely here in Spain. And it is amazing. It just, there's a different frequency in the body by drinking the water, okay? So the frequency, I feel, is coming from the land for this group of you. But it's going to vary. Bottom line is, for Gemini, life is getting good and it is getting real, and you are really going to feel amazing about it. Those of you who don't work, I feel that there is a replacement coming in, okay? Whether you're retired or just not working, something's coming in, and whatever's coming in is going to bring out your creativity. It's going to bring out this new ideas that captivate other people. That's what I'm seeing over here. Oh, we have the string card. Okay, so it's going to take a lot of courage for you to step into this new endeavor. This is like a little passion that you do on the side, something you really love to do. And I do see artwork for some of you. They're very small. Okay, it's small. The vision that I'm seeing is small artwork, but it can be anything, anything. Whatever it is that you're working on, and put it in the comment, okay? Don't tell us in full detail, just say artwork. That's all you got to say. You don't want to share too much. You don't want anybody else to get your idea. Artwork or construction or whatever it is, okay? Plans, whatever it is. But that way it'll help open up the throat chakra. Some of you need to speak up. There's something you need to do, and that's what this card is about. You may be needing to take action in your work environment. For those of you who are working, this is having the strength and courage to turn things around and feel confident that this change is going to be a benefit. But you have to tap into your intuition so that you're making the right step. It's like I just did. If you have Capricorn in your chart, check that out because they got the Fool card. I just did them a moment ago. They got the Fool card. So it's making sure that you're not doing something foolish and it works for you, because we wouldn't want that to backfire. And your intuition is connected to source. Your intuition is your guide. And that's what you want to follow in this. This is a moment for Capricorn Gemini. I hope I don't say that throughout the reading. Please don't get discouraged if I do. I have a lot of multitasking going on in my head when I do these. I hear it, see it, blah, 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 all of this. This is a moment for Gemini to really pull the reins in and become empowered as you move forward. It is just life-changing stuff that's going on for Gems. To your benefit, okay? I feel there's a lot of prosperity, there's a lot of abundance, there's goodness, there's joy, there's laughter coming in. When it comes to some of your overall health, you need to laugh. Please find something to laugh at. I can get on here and crack jokes. You guys will laugh. I know you'll think I'm funny. But when I'm not in my serious, reading mode, I love to laugh. I love to laugh. And I'll find something that makes you laugh, okay? Record yourself. That's what I just heard. Record yourself. Like get a microphone and record yourself and play it back. You'll probably laugh because a lot of us aren't used to hearing ourselves, right? If you're a digital creator and you talk on the mic or a podcaster, you know what I mean? The very first time you did it, you're like, oh wait, I don't know. And now it's like no big deal. But it's time for you to laugh. Laughter heals our body. It clears our mind, opens the heart chakra, and it heals the inner child. And the inner child is what I see jumping out. Like, that's what's stuck right here, is your inner child. You need to speak up. You need to share some of the things that you've been holding back. All right, let's take a look at family and friends, and we'll move into romance and the guided message, okay? When it comes to family and friends, I feel some of you have a lot of burden on your shoulders when it comes to your family, the pressures. It might all be piling on you. You need to take a break, okay? You need to make sure that you are setting aside time for you to go within. Meditation, prayer, just separating yourself. Now, here's what I used to do. I was a single mom. I worked. Oh my gosh, my life was always I was the soccer coach. I was everything, right? So, and I went to school and all of these different things, and I did it alone with my children. So we were always on the go, but there were times I had to do something. I had to have me time. So I would wake up 30 minutes early every morning. I would wake up. I would do a quick exercise routine. I created my own routine that took 20 minutes. It removed every part of the body. And while that was happening, I was making coffee and I sat out and watched the sunrise. The sunrise will help you tremendously if you watch the sunrise inside, in front of a window, or outside. It doesn't matter. There's that beautiful, and if you need the air, crack the window open if you're in the snow, okay? But don't open it all the way. But that way, that fresh air really it fills you up with energy, vitality, and this rejuvenating energy that just propels you through the day, where you can take on more responsibility or handle the responsibility that you have. Bottom line is, rest yourself. Now we have this Page of Pentacles. This could possibly be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but it can be anybody. And the page is representing a child, a young adult like from the age of 17 to maybe 25 years old. I feel somebody is going to apologize that they put all the load on you. This may be your own children going, hey, mom, dad, I'm sorry, grandma, I'm sorry. That this is happening. I didn't mean to put all that burden on you. Again, just take a break. Every day you have to create this time, this routine, so that you don't miss a day. Some of you need to spend more time with your young adult, your teenage to young adult, or if you are the teenage young adult, you need to spend more time with your whoever is your primary caretaker, especially if you've been silent for a long time. 3-4 years. If you've been silent for a long time, Jim, it's time for you to reach out and communicate. Some of you need to apologize. The Page of Pentacles is a sincere apology. It's a heartfelt, it's a real sincere, I really am sorry. But I feel some of you have a loan to somebody that they're going to bring it back in. They're going to pay it off. They're going to, like, I don't feel it's a payment schedule. I feel that they're going to say, here's this, and then I'll pay this, or it's all at one time. I don't feel it'll be a really long, drawn out thing. It's almost closing, but it's an apology coming in from somebody to you, and it's going to be very good for you. I feel you need this, and that might be part of the weight that's on your shoulders, financial burden that is put on by family or friend member. For another group of you, there's this very positive energy where I feel you're going to be creating a new plan that incorporates new people. Now, I am seeing that it isn't there yet. You may think of this idea in the month of February. I'm going to say girls' night, guys' night, okay, but it's virtual, or you're going to do something really weird. If you're a stay-at-home parent, you're going to create parent and child kind of a group. It's very lovely. I said this for another zodiac sign as well that I've already posted. Check your main sign, your rising, and your sun sign, because that's where it would fall under. There's this beautiful paradigm shift for our Geminis when it comes to family. Okay, when it comes to relationships with other people, not romantic necessarily, but this is a new direction that is going to be very beneficial, especially for those of you who have felt deprived. That's the word I'm hearing, deprived. You've been excluded from the family. You've been the scapegoat. You've been the one who was cast aside. There's something very healing coming in the month. It starts in the month of February, and it's going to be very good. Always proceed forward with caution, okay? Because if they hurt you once or twice, you know they definitely have the ability to do it again. So this may be that deep apology for that, and that clears the slate, and it releases you to actually move forward. Look at that. You see, the cards follow what I say. Six of Swords is moving into a better emotional frame of mind, moving out of the murkiness of what's been going on. Those of you who've been deprived, you went through some mental stress. You've been, again, the outcast of the family. I feel you're just going to leave and you're going to move forward. You have the Six of Cups, and that is happy, fond memories of the past. This is moving into a new direction, actually physically relocating. Maybe you're moving toward your family, and for some of you it's going to your childhood land, wherever you grew up as a child. So this may be packing up your family and going to your immediate family and going to live with grandma, grandpa, kind of thing, aunt and uncle, or even a friend. But I feel this is going to be very, very good for you. You've got 2 sixes here, and this is about balance. Sixes represent balance in that, from my aspect. Has nothing to do with what you see going on out there. Because the Six of Pentacles is about overgive, and somebody overtakes, overgives. This is moving into something more smooth. This is happy, fond memories of the past, as soul connection, all right, the bonding that we have with our memories, right? So there's something very good going to come out of this. So if you've gone through a period of time feeling overburdened, and maybe somebody borrowed more money and they can't pay it back, now it's actually you're paying the price for it, where you have to relocate, it's going to work in your favor. I feel that the outcome as you go forward, okay, not in a boat, after you get there, as you go forward, is going to be very prosperous. It's going to lead to prosperity. You just can't see it at the moment. Go with the flow. Ask the divine to guide you on your path so that you can get there safely and watch how things turn around when you say, this is what I see it in your mind, and say thank you and let it go. Most people don't give enough gratitude. They don't give gratitude. They take for granted, right? I'm not saying you watching this may be the people around you, but there is a change of mentality in the family dynamic for Gemini in this month. It starts in the month of February. And I feel it's going to start pretty close to the beginning of the month, and then it will show up maybe toward the end of the month or March, but that's where you're moving forward over the next 6 weeks, right? Some of you are creating a new soul community, and it's going to be very good for you. Again, it's going to put you in that happy, joyous kind of state of mind. So it'll be very, very wonderful. Let's take a look at your love, romantic love, and then we'll move into the guided message, all right? Now, I feel some of you are in a relationship that, again, it's very heavy, all right? You've got a lot on your plate. And that's why the overall message is life gets real, because you can feel the pressure of what's going on in your situation. You can feel the pressure, but yet you know it's going to change. So life gets good because I feel it's going to start unfolding things in front of you. Look at that. You've got the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is saying, I can't handle this. Okay, this is really hard for me to handle, but I do have enough strength to get forward. So it defines exactly what I just said to you. So it's very, very beautiful energy, very positive energy for gems. Just keep going, all right? Make sure that you rest. It's very important if you are overloaded, if you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, of your world, your life on your shoulders, it's time for you to just make sure you stay together, stay in alignment. You have the World card, all right? Your whole life is getting ready to change in your romantic relationship. You may be dealing with somebody who lives at a distance. You're traveling to see each other and it's just not working. I feel financially, it may not be too much of a burden financially. Obviously, for some it is. But there's a lessening of the back and forth travel between the two of you. And that may be putting you in that Nine of Wands energy where it's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? I don't get to see my partner. I feel the weight of the relationship is all on me. But with this World card comes, this is a very positive card. This is about you starting a new plan, destiny changing for you. It's not the card of destiny, but your world is getting ready to change and life is going to get real. Those changes are going to actually benefit the relationship, even though you may have to go through a little bit of tug where it doesn't feel good. Remember, the 10 of Wands comes after the 9 of Wands, right? So it's like you may not feel very happy about it. Now, for those of you who are looking for a new romance, and that was just one scenario, but that's all I'm seeing right now for Gemini. Let me see. Oh, see, those of you who are single and you looking for new romance, you've got something coming in that's going to be really beautiful. And I feel you may meet the person in the month of February, but not really get involved with them. It may be email, maybe talking by phone, meeting them occasionally, but the real relationship starts in May. All right, in May, where it changes your whole beliefs on getting married. On this is some of you making plans to get married. The Hierophant is talking about beliefs, and there's a big change in the belief system that you have, and things are going to get good. And 5 is what it represents, change, and 5 is the month of May. So there's something very, very beautiful getting ready to kind of unfold. Okay, kind of unfold around you, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Be open, okay? You can see the image when you're manifesting. You can see the image of whatever the outcome is. However, leave it up to the divine, leave it up to the universe on what you're really meant to have. Bring me what's right for me. Because if you're asking for somebody who has dark hair and they come in with, blonde or red hair, you don't want to reject them. That might be the love of your life. Like literally, Everything about them is what you want, except the hair color. But this is going to be very, very beautiful for some of you, and I like that. Now, we're going to take a look at your guided message, okay? Remember, I call in Archangel Michael to help guide some of you in your session. In the session, my guide, Allie, is with me. That is how I connect directly to Source. She's been with me my whole life. Well, pretty much. It's time for Gemini to really take a stance of being tough and stronger than you already are. You are just a fiery ball of strength, but something has been weighing you to the point where you have been afraid to make new changes. You may have been dealing with people that were holding you back, as already mentioned. But this is a time about you taking everything inside of you and walking forward in your soul mission. Doing your soul purpose, whether that is a job, whether that is for free, doesn't make a difference as long as it's helping humanity, group of people, other people. You help one person, they help many others. So it's a big ring around Gemini where this is a big circle of power, and the circle represents empowerment. And that is where you are headed in the month of February. Anybody who needs to clear out the old cobwebs, clear out truths and fallacies and all of that is going to begin. It will shake your world up, but it will rise you up. And others, you've already risen to that point. This is inner knowing, inner strength, the goddess within, the powerful you, like the superheroes that human would call it, the superhero in you is going to emerge right in front of everybody's eyes. Gemini, if you feel like you can't go on, if you feel like you need help getting up, call upon us. My team and I will be there. We will help you reconnect to Source. Never feel you are alone. You are never alone. There is always love, beings of love around you. Search and you will find. Thank you. All right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing February. It is going to be, hectic. Be safe. Pay attention to what's going on. And I look forward to reading your comments. Much love.